One, two, you know what to do. Car vlog with corn. Hello, welcome back to another vloggin Monday and another beginning of a car vlog, or the beginning of a vlog with the car vlog song. You get the point. Hi, how are we? How we all doing today? How was our weekend? Tell me everything. Currently, we are off to have a little play date with my mom. My mom and I are gonna go to Costco later. Who's excited? This guy. I wanted to take you along because y'all are so great. First and foremost, can you get back. Thank you for purchasing the corny merch. I believe we're into our last week or week and a half, where you can still, of the campaign where you can still purchase. So if you haven't purchased yours yet and you do want one, make sure to go now before they're no longer. And also don't forget to hashtag totally tubular if you post on Instagram, or just DM, because I'm really loving and enjoying the pictures of you guys in the merch. It's so fun. It's kind of the greatest thing that has ever happened. Are you right? You do agree? Yes. What I am going to be doing before we go to Costco and buy a giant thing of vodka for $12 is, I love Costco, is go up to my dad's house because I have been hired to redo a few of the rooms at the house. Some interior decorating design ness going on, and I'm really excited about it. And I was talking about, I did like a folding story time thing, just kind of talking about like my journey with the whole interior design thing, and some of you were so thoughtful in responses, basically being like, you don't need to like do like a whole channel dedicated to it. You could just kind of do it as a hobby, and it doesn't need to be like a whole official thing. And so I figured I would just kind of take you along on my journey. So today will be like the first step in the process of what I do, which is like take measurements, take pictures, take some video, take you guys along to kind of look at what we're working with, and then give my dad some options as to what we can do with the space. So thank you for inspiring me to keep doing what I love doing, but not having to make it such a production that it becomes unattainable and I just don't want to do it anymore. I'll leave the link to that vlog, or to that video specifically, talking about sort of why I stopped doing like the Instagram about interior design, etc. So that you have a little bit more backstory to today's video. But this is all to say thank you for inspiring me, and come along with me. Let's go look at the rooms that we're gonna flip. One of them is my childhood bedroom, so that's fun. All right, so here's what we are working with. Clearly you can see he just doesn't have enough space to have a little gym in here. And we're also getting like a small little treadmill. You could see remnants of my past. This is clearly my room with the wrench poster, but here's sort of the before. This bed is like way too big to be in here, and it doesn't even really get used. So if we decide to keep this as a guest room and a gym, we will definitely have to do a pull-out bed situation. I mean, it's a good sized room, but I feel like if you're gonna have guests stay here, to have them stay amongst a gym is kind of uncomfortable. You know, in like movies and stuff, they always like make the joke about as soon as you go to college, your room gets turned into like a home gym. Now it really is, but I'm doing the work. I'm turning it into a gym, and I'm okay with that. So let me take you to the other space that I'm thinking about utilizing, because we have one room that's for his office, one room's like a little den, but we have this room out here that never gets used. You guys, do you know these rooms in houses that like no one ever sits in? It's like the plastic on the furniture type of thing. It's like literally no one's been in here since 1990. I mean, check that piece out. It's a great space though, and it opens out to the pool. So I kind of just feel like this can be so much better utilized, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. If we move a gym in here and kind of make it like a kind of a fun sports type room where we can watch games. We can put a TV up there. And then, I mean, sincerely, nobody ever sits here. So I almost feel like we just don't need this. It would be better served as like, yeah, like a bar or something. I don't know. The other option, thanks for talking this through me or with me, would be to turn like this section into a gym and then that into the sort of hangout area. My brain is on overdrive now. So I'm gonna take some measurements and see where we land. All right, maybe this is boring to some people, but for people who are interested in home decor, basically I just strong-armed, or rather strong-legged and butt, and pushed this here just to see like what kind of space it would give us. If we wanted to kind of like do the gym here, we're gonna get rid of that regardless. It's just a little bit weird to have this backed up against this. It's just bad chi, y'all. It's just bad chi. So I think it's gonna be a no on that. I took some like mega measurements of each room. I'll show you how I do it. It's like so unprofessional, but whatever makes sense to me. Like draw out each room as it makes sense in my head, and then different measurements. So then I can go home and sort of try to like look up, for instance, like the pull-out couch. Let's take a look at how big that would be in that other room, and you know, so on and so forth. I guess the last thing I need to measure are like the bike and then the treadmill. Oh, this is gonna be an undertaking, but I'm up for the challenge. Thanks for going on the journey with me. Now I need to push that all back by myself, which is a task. 'Tis the spooky season.
It's very spooky here.
The spookiest thing is that we're going to Costco late in the day.
Yes, and I'll have Christmas stuff there. And then I'm gonna get pissed off again.
Truth. All right, let's go. Oh, shit. It's kind of cute, though. This is like our worst nightmare. Whoa, I guess it's a good time to get it, though.
Yeah. Let's spend 260 bucks on snowman. Jesus.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
There is none.
Yo, look who's representing. I love this shirt, and I'm not just saying that. Hi, it's the next day, and I'm gonna do the haul of what I got at Costco, because I got, well, there's two things I'm like super excited. The rest is like food and beverages. And I also got a Costco card. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see my fantastic photo that I took at Costco. Anyways, I am off to get a good old-fashioned bikini wax, which is more information than you ever needed, but you know, that's what Mondays are for. Cute. So totally random, but I went to UPS and ended up spending more money to return something than the actual money I was getting back. It's a whole thing. You guys know I'm a return queen. I have lots to say, but that's a story for another time that nobody needs to hear. But it's like next to, or like in the same little like block as the seamstress that I have been going to for years and years and years, but I haven't been to since my wedding. And around that, she like, you know, tailored the bottom of my wedding dress. So around that time, probably at the same time, I brought in several other items, a pair of denim, some dresses, to be altered, hemmed, etc. And I guess I just never went back after the wedding, because the wedding was like so, like, you know, there was just so much going on. And so I was like, recently I was thinking about this dress that I had thrifted, I think a thread up, probably in a video, two dresses, well, one dress that I was thinking of, and I was like, you know what? I think I might have left it there, but I just never called or never like dealt with it. And since I was right there, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk my little butt in there and say hello and see if I did in fact leave a dress there to be picked up, like literally a year ago. Turns out I did, in fact, two dresses. This one was the one I had been thinking about, and I was like, I think that's where it is. Sure enough, it is. And it's got like this faux leather collar on it and the black and white like schoolgirl thing. It's totally like on trend a year later, which is fantastic. And then I don't know if I can pull this off anymore, but Do you guys remember this? I got this at ThredUp, I think. And so I had her take it in a little bit on the waist to give it a little bit of shape. Ooh, kind of great for the holiday season. So I want to go in and try these on, but how random. A year later, finally got my dresses fixed. Hello, it's the next morning. I came home and ended up just like watching TV and not doing anything for the rest of the day, which was absolutely delightful. I'm putting you on a candle, a pumpkin spice candle. Anyways, I have to do this Costco haul so you can see what I got. If you guys saw, I did a Costco like shop with me last time. I think it was like not that long ago, like a month ago. And I was eyeing this blanket. I showed this blanket on camera and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. Like it's an extra expense and an extra thing that I don't necessarily need. Well, let me just tell you, I've been dreaming and thinking about that blanket since that moment. I was Google researching it. I did the whole thing. So when I went back this time, I was like, you know what? It's one of those things, if you continue to think about it, then maybe it's meant to be. I just justified that. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but here it is. Aww. This is the brand Pendleton, which is usually very expensive. Like, I love all their aesthetic. It gives me that like, you know, campy vibes and prints, which matches our bedroom perfectly. And as soon as the weather switches over into fall, winter, it's kind of the same here in LA, we definitely need an extra blanket on our bed. And so I was like, you know what? Just go for it, girl. And when I came home, I was like, Joff, I got a blanket. And he goes, you know what? We're a blanket kind of family, which is true. Let me show you why. Let me show you why we're a blanket family. Because this queen is the blanket queen, right? So you see, are you the blanket queen? And she literally just like usurps all of our blankets. So I feel like this was a good purchase that we will get a lot of use out of. So there's that. And this comes in a bunch of different prints, patterns, colors, and also sizes. I got the king because we have a king size bed, but there's a queen and there's also a twin. So if you don't necessarily need this big one, you can get the smaller one, which wasn't that expensive. I think this was like 30 bucks, which for a big like Sherpa blanket like this is amazing. But I forget, like the twin one wasn't very much. Don't quote me on those numbers, but there you go. Also, there's a few of you out there who know. If you know, you know, and I talked about this in the last video. This is like the Kirkland vodka that's like 12 bucks or something ridiculous like that at Costco, which apparently this brand, and if you can verify this for me, I'd appreciate it because I've been saying it without proper verification, but apparently this is the same vodka as Tito's. Like they make it, the same manufacturer makes it, but it is bottled for Costco and it's significantly cheaper. And the last like exciting thing, in my opinion, the rest is just like food. Jeff and I have been like going on picnics for like different, we went, you know, we go to see the movies in the cemetery, and we are always in need of plastic baggies for snacks or whatever the case is, but we really have cut back on plastic and paper goods in our house. We don't use like paper towels, and so I just stopped buying plastic Ziploc bags because I felt like it's such a waste, but we do need them. And so I was so excited to find these. This is the brand Ello, which I haven't used before, but here's kind of what comes in this pack. And I think the pack was like, maybe I have the receipt, let me check. But basically, they're reusable, and the best part, you can put them in the dishwasher. I love this pattern. It came in 2 different like pattern combinations, but I'm a big fan of the lemon pattern. Let me see. Oh, okay, so the vodka was $13.99. The blanket was $32, and this was $13.99, and we will get so much use out of this. I will like get back to you on whether or not these hold up well, because sometimes we had another one that is like a little iffy in terms of like it doesn't really like zip back. Let's open this and actually take a look at it. But I was just kind of pumped about this, specifically because we were just in need of a big bag, and
a big plastic bag and I like went over to my mom's and took a few. So the timing was perfect. Oh my God, cute. Love that. Okay, smelling, just smelling, making sure it's not disgusting. This is great. So a bunch of different sizes. I will definitely wash these before using them, but cute. All about that reusable baggie life. Cute. So there's that. So those were like the two like fun, cute purchases. The rest were like, I don't know if you guys ever use these Liquid IV. I think I've talked about these before. They're pretty expensive, but they're individually packed and they are electrolytes. So like if you're a Gatorade drinker, it's like the same idea, but you put this into your water and this is, you know, gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, doesn't have any of like the junk in it. So I don't know, Jeff really likes these, so I bought him this pack, which should last quite some time. And other than that, I got Chuck some food and I got me some food. So yeah, I feel like overall it was a pretty successful trip. We usually really try to be careful about how much we buy when we're there because it's so easy to get carried away and you're like, what a deal, I need it. But I feel like ultimately we did pretty well. So yeah, let me know if you have any of these items in your own home and how you're enjoying them, specifically these bags. I'm gonna hold on trying on those dresses. I still have not tried on those dresses. It's gonna be like another year until I try on those dresses, but I'm gonna hold because I have done some other thrifting that I think you might be interested in seeing, so I'll just hold that for a different video. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining me on this Monday mush of a vlog, and stay tuned. Have a really fun and exciting announcement coming soon. I feel like I've been teasing it. I'll just give you a little view. It's happening over there and it's happening today, but it will be announced soon. Also, what is going on here? Wow. And don't forget to get your corny merch. I really do feel like there's like 1 week left before it expires. So go, 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 and make sure to tag me and hashtag your pictures totally tubular on Instagram so I don't miss them. All right, y'all. I love you and I'll see you next time. Bye.